Hey guys, it's Mrs. Doherty. I wanted to give you all a little bit more practice with conduction, convection, radiation. I know some people were able to join the Zoom call, which was great. I don't think I recorded it correctly, or I would have posted that. However, I wanted to give everybody a chance if they want to practice a little bit more, kind of what we did. So we talked about hand signals, like a way to know conduction, convection, radiation. So conduction, like this, two things touching. Convection, it's like this because it shows the rising and falling of currents. So if this is warm up here, eventually it's going to cool down and it's going to go down here. If this is cool, it's going to warm up from the heat source. And so they continually change positions. Radiation. Radiation is a little bit tricky because it's sort of indirect in the sense that there's a thing. So whatever that thing is, imagine there's a ball right here. And then everything kind of goes from it and radiates out. So you don't see a current, you don't feel it just in one spot, but it just kind of explodes from it and you can feel that heat. So I want to give you a few examples and then I will give you a second to do your hand motion and then I will do mine. Let's do one. Picking up a mug of hot chocolate. So I'm holding that mug of hot chocolate. Go ahead and show me with your hands if you think that's conduction, convection, or radiation. That should be conduction. Your two hands should be touching. All right, next, let's do sitting near a campfire. Sitting near a campfire, what do you think that should be? Radiation, it's gonna go out like a sunburst from that fire. Let's do holding an ice cube in your hand. So you imagine it's in my hand. What is that gonna be? That should be conduction, again, direct contact. How about when hot air or water rises? What would that be an example of? That's your convection. They're switching places. How about wearing layers of clothes and a jacket while skiing? Why would you do that? Would that be conduction, convection, or radiation? That's going to be conduction because remember, you're trying to hold your heat in, and that's going to help it to do that by insulating your body. A pond being warmed by the sun. Radiation, it's coming from the sun. Let's just do a couple more. How about, let's do ocean currents. That's a tricky one, but think about what we know about ocean currents. So as you go deeper in the ocean, we said not only is the pressure build, but also it is way colder. And so then the top of the water should be warmer. What is the reason for that? What do you think? That's gonna be convection, convection currents. Let's do using a hot plate to keep your food warm. So if this is a hot plate and I'm putting my food on it to keep it warm, what would that be an example of? That's conduction, good work. All right, two to go. Let's do steam rising from a hot cup of coffee. So I have my cup of coffee and I have steam that's rising up. What do you think? That's your convection. All right, one more. Let's do, can I find a really tricky one? I probably can't trick you. Let's go with this one, blacktop. The parking lot getting warm on a summer day. What is the reason for that? That's radiation. But now if we take that same example with the blacktop, but not only is it warm, but your feet are walking across it and you are getting warm, how would that change? That would then be conduction. All right, guys, so that's just a little bit of review. Tomorrow I'm gonna do a sort of test, but not really a test, that we're going to do to kind of see how you're doing. And then on Wednesday, we're going to move on to forces. So good job keeping up. I know this is kind of crazy times, but I know you can do it and reach out if you need any help. All right, I'll see you soon.